It is Labor Day at 12:37 in the afternoon, and I know what you guys are thinking. Lauren, why are you back at home again? Well, number one, I don't have classes on Monday, and all the schools are closed because it's Labor Day, and I needed to film something for a project that I forgot is going to be due tomorrow. So I need to make sure that I got those shots, and I needed to take them here. So that's why I'm home, but I'm actually about to head over to the gym. This is going to be my last gym session there until I get like another membership, probably over winter break, because they do $10 a day or $25 for a week, I think. So obviously I'm not here, so I'm not gonna be using the gym, but I think my membership runs out on the 9th and it's the 5th. So this will actually be like the last time I go, but I wanted to go ahead and film my workout today. I'm gonna do shoulders and triceps. I usually do that later in the week, but I really just wanna work on my overhead press and just like, I don't know, just like go all out, because last week I was so trying to like get used to the gym and we only have one squat rack to do everything in, and at the Coliseum there's multiples. So that is what we're doing at the gym today, so I'm gonna film that for you guys. I don't know how much I'm filming today. I have a couple things to do, but I'm at least gonna film my workout. So for my intro workout today, we're gonna be using the A10 Matrix. This is by EVL in the flavor, I almost said color, blue raspberry. This stuff is actually pretty good. I don't know, it's a little bit sour, but probably gonna have 1 or 2 scoops of this. And then obviously I'm also going to have my creatine. So this is by EVL as well. And as you guys know, you can always use my coupon code for 30% off, Lawenwoss 30. And then pre-workout, which I'm actually almost out of. I only have the tiniest bit left. But this is their caffeine-free one in Fruit Punch. Big fan of this because I try to chill with the caffeine, especially if I have coffee that day. So for today's gym outfit, this top I actually just got from Marshall's. I love it. It's so stretchy. It's almost like an off purple color. I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks gray on camera. This sports bra is amazing, and it's either from Shein or Romwe. I'm going to be doing an inexpensive clothing haul with them sometime. So that's where this is from, if you guys have seen me wearing this. And then my leggings are just 90 degree. These are the high-waisted tummy tuck purple ones. They're not as purple as they look on camera, but love them. And then I'm wearing my Nike, what are these? The Flex. So because it's Labor Day, I don't know what their hours are for today, so I'm just gonna head over there now. I should get there by like 1 o'clock. So I'll see you guys there, and I'll show you how I like warm up my shoulders and do a little bit of mobility, because that's a huge thing. That's how a lot of people get hurt, and that's how I've hurt my shoulder multiple times. So I filmed my shoulder workout like a week ago or something, and I asked you guys on Snapchat what you wanted to see with it, because I didn't really have much more to this vlog, and you guys said you really wanted to see the commentary box more than seeing commentary with music. So I thought I would just go ahead and talk over this footage. So I like wrote down like all of the stuff that I do in this video, because I was actually editing using my memory card, but I need my memory card to film the voiceover. So here we are. But I went ahead and I just started off with mobility work, just warming up my shoulders. Mobility is so important. I did my regular stretching first. I always stretch every single time I go to the gym. I stretch everything. Like even if I'm not squatting, I'll still do the stretches that I do for squats, just so that I'm always staying flexible. But I went ahead and I like really want some like external rotation stuff, which basically just means that your shoulder is moving externally, and then I also rotated it forward. But another great thing to do is if you guys have any bands, just going back and forth over your head really helps warm up your shoulder and your rotator cuffs, because a lot of issues that people have tend to be with their rotator cuffs, because it's just a very sensitive spot on your shoulder, and that's where I've had my issues, and mobility has helped me a lot with that. So stretching is very important. So I did some external rotation stuff. I did some lateral raises. And I was just using 2 5-pound plates. You can use 5 pounds, 2.5 pounds. It doesn't really matter. You just want to feel a little bit of a burn. It's almost like doing a burnout before you work out. And then I also did some single front raises, and With these, you want to keep your elbow pretty bent because otherwise you will like hurt your rotator cuff and you might even feel your shoulder pop. And then I also just did arm swings, which are pretty self-explanatory. I swung frontward and backwards with the weight, 5 pounds, and then I did it without the weight. So yeah, it's just like a nice little warm-up. And don't worry too much about the weight. You don't even have to use a weight. You can just do lateral raises and stuff. Without a weight, you're still gonna feel it. You just might have to do a couple more. And I don't have a certain number of like sets or anything like that I do this. I'll just usually do like one or two sets of each of these little warm-up exercises, ranging from like 15 to 20 reps. So after warming up, which usually takes from anywhere to like 5 to 10 minutes, depends on how slow I'm going, how much warming up I'm doing. I tend to warm up for a pretty long time. I think I just kind of got in the habit of stretching for a while because when I did cheerleading, we would stretch for like 20 to 30 minutes before we did anything. So I'm just used to stretching for a long time, but just stretch until you feel like you're ready to go, and I promise it will make you feel so much better. It's so funny because I stretched and did a bunch of mobility before I did overhead press probably 2 weeks ago, and I hit a new PR, like a 1 rep max of 65 pounds for 1 rep. So that was pretty cool. I felt so strong, and it was just because I fully stretched. So it really does make a difference. I've noticed it with squats. So overhead press definitely isn't any different than that. But then I moved on to overhead press, so I went ahead and I warmed up with 2 sets using just the bar, which is 45 pounds. So I did like 8 reps for the first set, and then I did 6 reps for the second set. And this works your anterior and lateral delts. I don't know why I said it like that. Lateral delts. And then I also did 50 pounds for 3 reps, and I went ahead and I did that twice. I don't have like a set program or anything like that. I kind of just go in, see how the warm-up sets feel, and then just kind of progress like that. That's exactly what I did with squats. Squats now I have like more of a structured program that I've created for myself, but I haven't been overhead pressing for that long, so I'm still just kind of just doing whatever I want and just try and hit PRs. And then I did 55 pounds for 2, and I did that twice. So that was like my little overhead press session, because I haven't been able to overhead press at Towson because the squat rack is always full, or you have to wait like half an hour. And I'm not gonna wait half an hour to do overhead press for like 10 to 15 minutes. It's just not worth it. If your gym has extra barbells, which like a lot do, we actually have extras at Towson, you can just do that, or you can use an easy bar, which works really well too. It already has the preloaded weight. I went ahead and I started with the upright row. Is one of my favorite exercises. This will hit your anterior and lateral delts as well as your traps, which are like this on the back of your neck, like right here. It's funny because my traps are like kind of a little insane because of squats, I guess. I don't know, you guys can't even see them. Here. These are your traps, in case you're wondering. And then obviously your delts are your shoulders. So there's actually 3 muscle groups in your shoulder, in case you didn't know. You have your front delt, which is your anterior delt. You have your side delt, which is your lateral delt, which is why people say lateral raises. And then you have your posterior delt, which is your rear delt. I usually do rear delts on back days just because it's like a line in your back. So I just feel, I don't know, it makes sense to me to just train it on a different day. And I only do a couple exercises for that anyways. But anyways, back to shoulders. We did the upright rows, and my biggest tip for upright rows is just do it as if you're pulling just straight from the floor, because you keep your arms straight when you start and just like pull up like you're pulling something, but don't let your elbows pass like your shoulders. You want to stay parallel to the ground pretty much. I think I did like, I usually do 3 to 4 sets of 12 reps for that, to each their own. Basically, the rule of thumb is it's usually 1 to 5 reps you're training for strength. So I always think of the big lifts like deadlifts, OHP, squats, stuff like that. And then like 6 to like 12 to 15 reps is hypertrophy. So basically that's like bodybuilding, building muscle, building mass, So anything below that, it's more strength-based, and anything above that, it's more muscle-based, and I just don't go past 15 reps unless it's like a warm-up. And that's my biggest tip, because the whole low weight, high reps thing, I just want you to know it's not a thing, and you can't tone a muscle. It's literally not possible. You can get a toned look, but you cannot tone a muscle. Then we went ahead and did some seated press. So I usually do 4 sets of 10 to 12, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And I think I was using 10 pounds and 15 pounds. It usually just depends on the other shoulder exercise that I'm doing. And then I went ahead and did lateral raises, which obviously hits the lateral part of your shoulder, aka your side delt. So with those, biggest tip is you can start with your hands at your side, or you can start in the middle. I start in the middle because it reminds me to pull apart and not pull up. I see so many people doing lateral raises like this, and this is not a lateral raise. So make sure you are like pulling your arms apart. And another big tip, so that you keep everything interior and not posterior, is posterior is to when you go up, tilt your hands, kind of like you're pouring a glass of water, is the tip that a lot of people give. And then I finished off with single shoulder press. So there's tons of shoulder exercises that I do, but these are like the main ones that I absolutely love and like I enjoy doing the most because I've seen the most results with them. So just switch up your training every now and then, you know. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments down below, but Google the question first before you ask me, because you can probably find it on Google. But I have no issue answering your question, and I did announce the giveaway winners on my part 1 giveaway, so I'll have that linked down below. I announced them in the description box, in the comment section, and I'll probably announce it if I post an Instagram photo. So congrats to those winners. I love you guys. Thank you to everyone who's entered. And if you guys haven't entered my part 2 yet, you should, because it ends in 2 days. And that's for the e.l.f. boxes of makeup and then that 1 pair of shoes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this like shoulder workout commentary type thing. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you guys like the commentary boxes. And if you do the workout, let me know how it went, how it goes. And if you guys have any other workouts that you want to see, let me know. I don't have a gym to film at right now, so that's fine. But you guys know I don't do at-home workouts, but I could film an at-home workout for you guys if you really, really want to see it. People keep asking me. I would just have to figure something out and put one together. I just don't work out at home because it's just not fun. I'm not motivated. I don't feel like doing it. I'm too comfortable like in my own home, so I just don't get anything done. But my roommate does have like 2 8-pound dumbbells, which feel like absolutely nothing to me, but I can still use them as just a demonstration. So let me know if you guys want to see at-home workout, and for what. It is going to be weighted exercises because I'm not a huge believer in unweighted exercises. I don't really think it does much besides like abs. That makes sense. Legs, you gotta add the weight if you want to see the results. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys want to see in the comments down below. Thank you to everyone who entered that Thank you to everyone who entered that first giveaway and everyone who's been entering the second one. I've been loving to see how you guys found my channel. Because I think it's really funny, and then also seeing the videos that you guys want to see. So be sure to check that out, but I'm gonna stop talking. So sorry I haven't had a video up in a while. School has just been a lot, but I'm trying to get back on it. So